Want to order food and drinks like a true Brit? In today's lesson, we're covering 5 essential British slang words related to food and drinks. So by the end of this video, you'll sound like a local at the cafe or in the pub. This is part 2 of our British English slang speaking course. So if you missed part 1, check it out after this video. There will be a link up here somewhere if you want to go and look at it now. So, hello my friends, and welcome back to your daily cup of English. I'm Jimmy, and today we're diving into 5 slang words for food and drinks that will help you order like a native. I'll break down their meanings and show you how to pronounce them, and then you'll hear them in action in a real conversation in a British cafe. And of course, you'll get to practice speaking along so you can start using them right away. And don't forget, part 3 is coming up next. So make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next part. Let's get started. Here are the British slang words and their meanings for food and drinks. First one is nosh. Quite popular, depending on which part of England you go to. Nosh is quite a popular slang word. It means food or a meal. For example, let's grab some nosh before we head out. Now, the pronunciation of this, it rhymes with posh. So posh, nosh. Yeah, so it just pronounce it in the same way as you would with posh, but just remove the p and put a n, so nosh, okay? Now, number 2, one I use every single day, probably a lot more than 5 or maybe a lot more than 10 times I would use this one. Cuppa, meaning a cup of tea. Fancy a cuppa? That's an example. Now, the pronunciation of this is cuppa, cuppa, cuppa. So you've got cup and then cuppa, cuppa. You want a cuppa? Now, your next slang word is scran. Scran. The meaning, tasty food, often hearty or filling food. Yeah. Example, that was a proper scran, meaning I'm really full. Yeah. Pronunciation, it rhymes with ran. So scran, ran. Okay. Quite a simple one to get. Next one, brew. It's another word for tea. I need a strong brew to wake up. Pronunciation. And it sounds like crew, brew. Just change the k for a b, so brew, okay? Now, number 5, another one we use a lot, bangers. It means sausages. Example, I'll have bangers and mash, please. Pronunciation is bang-uz, bang-uz. So bangers, bangers, bang-uz. Okay, now they were the slang words we're going to be working with. Now, here is the speaking part. Now, let me tell you how the speaking part works. Part 1, you listen only. You will hear a full conversation using all 5 of these slang words. Now, pay close attention to how they're used naturally in context. Yeah. Then in part 2, it's your turn to speak. Now it's your turn. One side of the conversation will be muted, and you'll see the words come up on the screen. Read them out aloud, as if we're really speaking to each other. This will help you get comfortable using these slang words in a real conversation. And then in part 3, we swap roles. Finally, we switch roles I'll now read and say what you just practiced, and you take on the other side of the conversation, which is what I just said. This will give you a full interactive experience and make sure you really understand and remember these slang words. So, are you ready for our conversation using British slang? Now, think about the place where this conversation is happening. It's happening in a British cafe, okay? A pretty normal British cafe. Okay, so you ready? Here we go. Oh, I'm starving. Let's grab some nosh before heading to the shops.
Good idea. I could murder a cuppa.
Same. And I heard this cafe does a proper scran.
Nice. I think I'll go for a strong brew and a full English breakfast.
Ah, good choice. I might get bangers and mash. Haven't had that in ages.
Classic. All right, let's order then.
Sounds good, mate. Oh, I'm starving. Let's grab some nosh before heading to the shops. Same. And I heard this cafe does a proper scran. Ah, good choice. I might get bangers and mash. Haven't had that in ages. Sounds good, mate. Good idea. I could murder a cuppa. Nice. I think I'll go for a strong brew and a full English breakfast. Classic, right? Let's order then. And that's it. You've just learned 5 essential British slang words for food and drinks, and practice them in a real conversation. Now it's your turn. Try using them in your daily English practice. And a challenge for you, drop a comment below using one of these slang words in a sentence. I'll be reading and replying to as many as I can. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss part 3 of our British slang speaking course. Next time, we'll cover even more slang words you need to sound like a native Brit. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.